These nails lasted me 21 days, without lifting, chipping and damaging my natural nails. And the craziest part, I did them myself at home. So today I'm showing you exactly how I apply the Manicurist Green Flash system using one of my favorite soft pink shades lately, Milky Pink. And I also share the biggest mistakes beginners make. Because trust me, my first application was a complete fail. So in today's video I want to show you how I prep my nails, how I apply the color correctly, how I make my manicure last longer, and the biggest mistakes that can cause chipping or uncured polish. Because I know many of you had questions about that. So let's start from the beginning. I always start by removing my previous manicure. Here I'm wearing Active Glow Grape. To remove it, I'm simply using the Green Flash remover on a cotton pad. One thing I personally love about this remover is that it's acetone free and much gentler on the nails compared to salon gel removal. I even use it for regular nail polish because it removes everything very quickly. Before any manicure, prep is extremely important. I always start with the cuticle softener because dry cuticles can make the manicure look messy very quickly. I apply it around the nail folds, leave it on for about 2 minutes, then gently push everything back. After that, I wash my hands really well before moving to the next step. Lately, before every manicure, whether I'm doing Green Flash, regular polish, or just a nail treatment, I've been using this Bond Repair Nail Treatment. I started using it because my nails used to split very easily, so I was really curious to test this product. It's designed to repair and strengthen brittle nails from within. I apply it on clean bare nails and leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes before applying any polish, because initially it looks almost like oil on the nails. The brand recommends using it daily, but since I almost always wear some type of manicure, I personally use it only after removing my old manicure and before doing a new one. And honestly, even without using it daily, I've noticed a really big difference. My nails don't split nearly as much as before, so I keep using it. I'm actually very curious. Have any of you tried this product? While the treatment absorbs, I shape my nails using a file. Then before applying the base coat, I lightly buff the nail surface to create a smoother base and help everything adhere better. Now let's start the application. I'm using the Vitamin A's base coat. I apply a thin layer and always cap the free edges because this step really helps with longevity. Then I cure it under the lamp. One question I get very often is why some people experience chipping or why the polish doesn't cure properly. And honestly, from my experience, most of the time it comes down to applying layers that are too thick or not curing properly. I also noticed a huge difference after upgrading from my old 24 watts lamp to the 64 watts lamp. Everything cures much faster and much more evenly now. I always cure the base, every color layer and the top coat for the full recommended time. And I also prefer doing 4 fingers first and curing the thumbs separately because it helps prevent product pooling on the sides. Now for the color. This is the shade Milky Pink and I honestly think it's one of the prettiest shades for a clean and elegant manicure. It gives the nails that soft glossy pink look that feels very healthy, polished and minimal. And I want to show you something important here. The first time I ever tried Green Flash, it was honestly a complete disaster. I applied way too much product because I thought it should be applied like regular nail polish. But this system works differently. So if your first application doesn't turn out perfect, don't get discouraged. What works best for me now is wiping one side of the brush, keeping a controlled amount of product and applying very even thin layers. This makes a huge difference. After the first layer, I cure it under the lamp. Then I repeat everything with a second layer. And today I'm also doing a third thin layer because I personally prefer Milky Pink slightly more opaque. A lot of you also asked me how many layers I usually apply. For this manicure I'm using 1 layer of base, 3 thin layers of color and 2 layers of Xtrem Flash top coat because with 2 layers of Xtrem Flash my manicure feels even stronger and lasts longer. Now for the most important step, the Xtrem Flash top coat. Honestly, this is a product that completely changed the longevity for me. This top coat gives a glossy gel effect, a slightly plumped finish and incredible durability. Some of you also asked me if it hardens like salon gel, and yes, it definitely makes the nail feel stronger and more resistant while wearing it, but it still stays much more flexible and natural compared to professional salon gel. That's actually one reason why I personally prefer it. When applying it, make sure not to flood the cuticles. I use multiple swiping motions to spread the product evenly, and before curing, always clean any excess product around the cuticles because this step is extremely important for preventing lifting. Another question I saw a lot is whether whether you need to wait several minutes after curing before touching anything. Personally, I never needed to do that. As long as the layers are seen and cured properly, mine are usually fully set immediately after curing. But one thing I personally like to do is cure the full hand one extra time after finishing the top coat. If the manicure still feels slightly sticky, it usually needs more curing. If it feels completely dry and smooth, then you are done. And honestly, the shine after curing is beautiful. Another thing I wanted to mention, because many of you asked me if your nails are peeling or feel weak after salon gel manicures. Sometimes the nails simply need time to recover. For me personally, when I leave my nails completely bare, they actually become more fragile and break more easily during daily tasks like cleaning or washing dishes. That's why I personally love using the active range treatments like Active Glow, Active Smooth, Active Blur between my green flush manicures. Usually I do a green flush manicure for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then I remove it and wear one of the active range treatments for a few days before doing another manicurist manicure using the regular trim polishes. This routine really helps keep my nails healthy while still allowing them to grow naturally. A lot of you also ask me how I grow my nails naturally. And honestly, for me, my mom, and even my mother-in-law, the active range treatments really help strengthen the nails and reduce breaking and splitting. And definitely wear gloves while cleaning or washing dishes, because that also makes a huge difference. To finish everything, I apply cuticle oil and hand cream. This honestly makes such a difference in how polished the final manicure looks. And here's the final result, guys. Soft pink glossy nails that look elegant, minimal and very salon-like, but done completely at home in around 30 to 40 minutes. And another thing I personally love about the Green Flush system is how easy it removes compared to salon gel manicures. When removing Xtrem Flush, I usually leave the Green Flush remover with the clips on for around 10 minutes, and when using the regular Green Flush top coat, usually around 2 minutes is enough. For me personally, this system feels much gentler, lighter and more flexible on the nails compared to salon gel. If you want to recreate this manicure or try the Manicurist Green Flush system, you can get 15% off automatically at Manicurist US and UK when shopping through my links below. No code needed. Everything I used in this video is linked in the description. Just add your favorites to your basket and the discount will apply automatically at checkout. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys and answered some of your questions about the Green Flush system. Let me know in the comments if you've tried the Green Flush yet or if you would try it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!